Oh, you're kidding. Holy shit. There it is. Touchdown. Guess where we are? I'll give you a hint. It's a little bit brisk, a little bit fresh. It's windy too. All right, well, after an early morning flight, it's time for another coffee. I'm waiting for an Uber at the moment, guys, and we're gonna go and check it out. Now, when you're a kid, you sort of dream of having certain things, and I've been pretty lucky in my life that I've got my dream four-wheel drives. I've actually had a crack at a couple of them, and this is the one piece of the puzzle that's been missing for the Explore team and myself. I've literally had a vision of this thing in my head for at least 10 years now. Over the last 5 years, I've been doing more and more of it, and I've been hanging out with mates that all have this. I'm starting to give it away, guys. And to say I'm shocked that we're over here to pick one up is an understatement. I never expected that we'd be here to come and pick one of these up. Now, this really has been a year and a half in the making. I've looked at about 50 million options, and somehow this has just spiraled from what was going to be a pretty simple purchase to absolutely getting out of control. This is normally what you would work up towards. We've kind of just gone all in, and we've gone straight to here. When I was looking here at the start, I'm not really sure how we've blown out this much, but here we are, guys. So Uber's just about to pull up. We'll jump in. It's getting exciting. Let's go check this thing out. All right, guys, well, that sign in the background gave it away. We are at the showgrounds. We flew into Auckland. So we're over here in New Zealand, and we're about to head into a show at the Auckland showgrounds. I really am like a kid in a candy shop. This really has been something that has felt like a dream that wasn't really going to come true. It's been a year and a half. We've had different problems along the way. Things have been pushed out, but we're here. Let's go, baby. All right, well, the cat is well and truly out of the bag. We are down here at the Hutch Wilco boat show over in Auckland, guys. We're going boat shopping. We spent a lot of hours hunting all different boat brands over in Australia, trying to find what was the perfect thing after spending the lap around Australia in so many different people's boats, getting offshore more, and just really falling in love with exploring and remote island adventures. A big boat for the team just had to happen. We've been out on Lofties, a bucket load. That's his boat, that's his family boat. Whenever I want to borrow it, he's out on it. So it's time for Explore to get our own boat. Let's go shopping. Well, there's something you don't see every day. A boat with a set of Max Tracks, well, knockoff Max Tracks treads, a set of treads on top of the boat with a shovel. I like it. I don't know why you need them on top of your boat, but I'm about it. Max Tracks the world. All right, I've just figured out why there's Max Tracks and a shovel on top of this boat. It's got the bloody wheels all the way around. So you come out, lower the wheels down, and away you go. Now it makes sense. She's got off-road wheels, Max Tracks, shovels, light bars. Damn, that's cool. How good would that go on Fraser? It's pretty cool to see all the different style of boats in New Zealand. We're gonna go for a quick little walk around now. I've already got a few ideas, but I tell you what, they build a lot of fully enclosed cabins. Obviously, it's bloody cold over here. We want something that's a little bit more open and need that airflow through, because it's bloody hot in Australia when you're out on the water. New Zealand are renowned for building a quality boat. Now, it's not that Australians don't build quality boats, they do. Fact of the matter is, a lot of the big premium plate boat builders in Australia have got 3 and 4 year wait lists. They build such a good boat that you can't get into the bastards. Let's keep wandering around and see what other ideas we can get. All right, so the plan is to try and find something for big offshore trips. Now, I can't go too big because obviously it's got to stay on the trailer. We're still going to be doing our trips up to Fraser Island, and I'm still going to be able to drag this thing up the beach, but I am going to need something that can go remote, and I need fuel capacity. We've got a couple of really big trips planned, me, Lofty and the boys. We're actually getting the whole band back together. Donnie's coming along, Dean from the Bush Company. We're doing a massive 3-week trip living on these boats. So I need something that I can sort of live on as well. That's the challenge. Let's see what we can find. I reckon this one might do. 12 metres, couple of twin, what have they got, 600s on the back. That one doesn't make the budget and is far too large, but I think something with a hard top would definitely suit us. I don't really want a centre console, not a cuddy, and I don't think I want a walk around either. Obviously the walk arounds are really good for fishing, but I think given the amount of time we're going to be spent staying on this boat, hard top, something that's got a bit of a bed is definitely a must. We need some big 12 volt. I want to run a couple of fridges. Something that's just a die-hard fishing boat might not cut the cheddar. I want just this much of luxury on the boat. Maybe one day you'll see me and Dino driving up the beach at Fraser Island in this thing, but I wouldn't count your chickens. Let's see what else we can find. Let us know in the comments, all you boaties out there, what is your dream boat? How big is it? What brand is it? And I'll tell you what, we're going to pick a random comment and we're going to give you a $100 online store voucher to the Explore Life. Grab yourself a couple of fishing shirts for your next adventure. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I found some beautiful fiberglass boats over here, but truth be told, I'm too rough. And look, where we want to take these places, we're going to be beaching them. We're going to be on shallow reefs, and I just don't think fiberglass is going to cut the cheddar. This is a dangerous place to go shopping, I tell you what. These boys fishing and adventure, pretty big fishing deal over here. They create some epic content, we've been told. They're running the 8 metre. Now, there is some gorgeous 8 metre boats, but to push up to the 8 metres in length, you got to go 2.7 beam. Now, I really want to keep that beam in at the 2.5, so we can still trailer it on the road without having to run oversized flags. You can only drive at certain times, so 2.5 width means we can probably only go about 7.5 metres long. That's where we're looking to be at. Let's keep it dancing. It's hungry work, this hunting for boats, and I am a grub and put tomato sauce everywhere. Oh yeah, hot chippies. All right, more boats. We've jumped the gun, guys. We've gone live with Black Friday sales today to kick it off. Buy one foam trucker, get a second one for free. What else, Bull?
You've also got, if you spend $200, throw a t-shirt in your cart and you get that one for free.
Now look, we've also got a wide range of discounts across the whole entire store. So get over there now, get shopping, because every single item is an entry into winning the Space Cab Ranger and a dirt bike. Black Friday doesn't get any better. Good luck. All right, well, truth is, I can't take it anymore, guys. We're not here shopping. We're here because we've already done a deal and we've got a boat and it's at the show. And this is the first time we're gonna go and look at it. So I can't take it anymore. I can't look at any other boats. I need to go and put eyes on this thing. So we're going in now. Let's go check it out. The new Explore offshore boat. It doesn't even feel real. Let's go. All right, guys, we're on the hunt. I'm so nervous to see this thing. This has been some serious back and forwards. This has been like a solid year and a half. I can see the brand I was almost going to go with over there, but we're going to keep looking. The boys have knocked this out of the park is an understatement, and I'm actually, I don't know why I'm so nervous, but I'm so nervous to see this thing. When you dream about something and then you think it becomes a reality and it's not being built where you are, and it's being built overseas, so you can't go and check in. He's been sending me little video updates and I've just been getting more and more excited, and then he sent me, oh shit, there it is. Oh, you're kidding. Oh my God. Oh, that is so much larger. Holy shit. I'll give you the proper story, guys. What actually happened was I went up to Troy from Brisbane Marine. He supplied me with motors on a couple of other boats we've had. He said, look, I've got this brand that I've been thinking about bringing over to Australia and being the distributor for. And there was a couple of options Troy gave me, and we're like, no, we've got to go check these guys out. They're doing some pretty exceptional work. I can't believe it's here. We flew over, we met the team, we went through the factory. I think we took 3 or 4 boats out for a test drive, and I absolutely fell in love. And over the last year, it's been a process of designing, picking which boat I want to go. The reason this thing's probably about a metre longer than what it was supposed to be originally is thanks to Lofty. He just kept pushing me bigger and bigger. If I hadn't have pulled the brakes up on Lofty, this thing would be 9 metres by now. But let's have a look. Oh my God. How you going, mate? I'm freaking out. I'm coming on. Holy.
Man.
Here you go, mate. Good to see. Are you kidding? Oh, I haven't seen it. I've seen a couple of photos. I'm freaking out.
Oh, good, eh?
Holy. Are you mad? Have I outdone you? Is mine
Your
prettier than yours?
Your one's got a nicer colour.
So he's the reason I ended up in one of these. We actually went out in your personal boat, which is the 750, eh?
Yeah. Exact same, different colour.
Yeah. I fell in love with it, and now we're here. You're kidding. All right, I'll have to give you, I'm not going to give you too much away of what's going on at the moment, guys, because we're going to keep it with sneak peeks. We've still got to get it back to Australia. We've still got to fit out a couple of different bits and pieces, and then build a fully custom off-road trailer. So unfortunately, you guys are just going to get reactions and sneak peeks. All right, I'm going to go have a look. You're joking. Alright guys, we've been here now for 2 hours and I haven't hopped off my boat. I've literally been just walking around, playing with everything, walking up and down the front, zipping, unzipping everything. It's next level. Next level. You won't be wiping this smile off my face for a long time, and then the smile will be back as soon as it lands. The boys have done the most insane job on this boat. The finish on this thing is just in another league to anything I've ever had or even seen on any of my mates' boats. It is insane. All right, we might actually go and have a walk and look at some other boats, just because there's about 8 people on this boat at a time. Everyone is frothing. It's one of their most popular boats, which is awesome. That's the idea, is build something cool and we can get out there and enjoy it. All right guys, here we go. We're here with the man behind all the magic, Jonathan from Offshore Boats New Zealand. Mate, this has been probably a year in the making. I've let him in on a little bit of it. We obviously come over and did the test drives, fell in love. They're gonna be available at Brisbane Marine. He's gonna be one of your Australian dealers. But mate, where are you from, and sort of what was the concept behind Offshore Boats when you started?
We're Whangarei, 29 Hewlett Street in New Zealand. The concept behind the boat, we wanted a boat that not only looked good, but rode really, really well. There's lots of nice looking boats out there, and they just don't deliver on the water. And there's no criticism to them or anything like that. We just thought we'd put our money where our mouth is and try and produce something that rode really well.
Yep, and they do ride incredible. Can't wait to have it in some really big rough seas, because of course when we come over, we managed to have the most beautiful day ever, and we're like, let's just go fishing. But all in all, we haven't let too many features out of the bag just yet, but why don't you just let a couple of the key features fly, and then we'll do the proper walk around video in the next YouTube app.
Yeah, sure. 8mm hull is probably the key feature of our boats. 8mm hull, 8mm transom, 6mm girders and stringers, 5mm floor, 5mm fuel tank. So all your weight's down here, all your weight's down there, and that's where it should be on a boat.
Yep. So it's built like an absolute brick house and rides like a sports car on water. Mate, I am speechless. I haven't stopped smiling for the last 2 days. We cannot wait to get this back. We've got a couple of really big trips planned that I've told you about. I'm living on the boat for 3 weeks. We're gonna do a couple of laps around Fraser, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't need a house anymore. I'm set, and I can't afford one, so perfect. Thanks for everything, mate. Really appreciate it. While we're here, guys, I'll take you for a quick walk around and show you some of the other models. Take you a quick little walk around, show you some of the other models. They started as 600 HT. This is their 650 hardtop. 600, 650, you got the 7 metre over there, which I'll give you a quick look at, because that's where a lot of inspiration from this boat come from. 750 HT, we got the big 800 HT in the background, the big meat axe, and they also have a beautiful 850. Now, even though ours is a 750, it is what I would call a big 750. It actually measures in at 7.8. Up to the 7.5s, they keep their 2.5 metre beam. And then once you step up to the 8 metre, you step into the 2.7 metre beam. So that's a quick little look. I'll give you a quick look at this 700 and you'll see where a lot of my inspiration from this boat come from. This is the boat we went out on. We went out on this one and we went out on engine 750. I love the length of the 750. I like the layout of the 750 that engine had, but I really liked the colorways in the 700. So we took a little bit of a mix of both. We took some styling from the 700, the layout from engine's boat, and then I've seen a couple of images on their Instagram of their 800 with a big double bow rail. So then we pinched a bit of inspiration from the bigger boat and went the big double bow rail on the 750 HT, which I think's come up a treat. The boys did their best to really flare out and make the front of the 750 HT as wide as they possibly could. So we've still got good stance up there, leaning against the double bow rail when we're flicking for big GTs and you want to cast into the tuner and that off the front of the boat. So absolutely stunning looking boat. I can't wait to do the full walk around and give you guys a look into some of these features because we really have absolutely gone to town on that thing. I'll let a couple of things out of the bag in a minute, but let's go check out the other model that they do, which is the Pro Dive. Once again, starting at the 6 meters and working all your way through. It is actually the same hull that's underneath my boat, just really stripped out, little cuddy cab. You've got the soft top up there. This is for their sort of die-hard Spearos or fishermen that just want to punch out fish and get back. There's not as many of the luxuries, so they're a little bit lighter and they go like an absolute rocket and still handle incredibly. This concept came about from a abalone diver in South Australia and they absolutely loved it. It is now part of the range. So that's sort of the two main models they do, guys, the Pro Dive series and the HT. So here we are in the big 800 HT, the meat axe. So we'll give you a quick little look inside here since I'm being a pain in the arse and I'm not going to show you too much inside my boat just yet. But as you can see, guys, the biggest thing with offshore boats, it's the finish. This thing is finished at a level that I haven't seen a plate boat finished. It's all the small details that these guys put in that really do just set them above the rest. This is not an off-the-shelf boat. They do custom one-off boat builds. They don't like to ever build two boats the same. So if you're chasing a fully custom boat where you really get to design it, put your little touches and features on, these are definitely the guys you want to work with. Everything about this boat works and makes sense. It's extremely practical. There's plenty of space, and I tell you, one of my favorite features about the offshore boat is the massive windscreen. Just about every other boat you see here is either split down the middle, split into three. The vision you get out of these boats is next level. As you can see, guys, the finish, the fixtures, and the way that these guys design and finish off a boat, I can't wait to get back to Oz. It is a proper dream come true. Psycho. I don't know what to say. We have really designed it to be a bit of a tourer. We got sleeping for 4 people. We got 2 fridges in there, 514 litres of petrol. We managed to fit 110 litres of fresh water. We will be putting a big battery system in as well, guys, with a bit of solar. Right now, it's sort of show spec. It's not 100% finished, which is why I'm not giving you the full walk around. That motor's coming off. Pretty certain we're gonna have a 300 on the back. We've been debating whether we go the Pro XS or the Verado. So all of the extra fit out, the electronics are gonna come out. We're gonna put all our own electronics back in at Brisbane Marine. So from here, it's getting chucked in a container, guys. It'll be going straight to Brisbane Marine, where we're gonna fit out the rest of the boat. We, of course, have a custom off-road trailer going underneath it, and then I'll be able to give you the proper tour with everything fully finished to a level that offshore finish their boats. So stay tuned. Next week's episode is going to be off its head. How good's cat life? Pick up so much room. Nice big walkthrough at the back. This thing is an absolute horse. How's the bed? What an absolute monster. There's so many epic boats over this show. Oh, look, there's my boat. I am so obsessed. It is nuts. Can't stop looking at it. Even when I dreamt of having a boat, I don't think I dreamt of having one quite that nice. So if you got a dream, guys, go after it, because you never know what might happen. That's for damn sure. But anyway, back to this monster of a cat. full kitchen inside. I love the concept of these boats, like a big 8-9 meter boat where you can spend some real time offshore, punch some massive distances, carry a bucket load of fuel, sinks, fridges, cooktops. You know, this is the sort of boat that you can have everyone sat here enjoying it, punch a couple of 100k offshore, out to the Swains, spend a good amount of time out there. Who knows, maybe one day we'll build an absolute monster for some even bigger trips. But I am so excited to tell you guys some of the trips we've got planned. In about 3 years, I might let Lofty borrow it, I reckon. But I think Lofty and the family, that boat was also designed so we could take the whole tribe out and do even more offshore fishing trips. So let us know in the comments where you think we should take the new boat. If you're excited to see some more offshore island hopping, fishing, spearing, just remote living offshore adventures. I did a little bit of it last year. It really sparked the explorer in me. When you've done so much of Australia and everything was so new and exciting for me, and once you've ticked off a lot of those big bucket list items, it's hard to get the same excitement level. And after going out on the boats and living on some of the islands, you know, you feel like an explorer. As lame as that might sound, guys, to be able to go and dive on a bommy that no one else has ever dived on and see what is another world underwater is something that's just absolutely sparked something inside me. And so the new boat is designated to be able to get out there, dive on a bommy that no one else has dived on, camp on an island that no one or very few people have ever camped on. Is something that I'm just so excited to do this year. So stay tuned, it's going to be wild. What an epic weekend. It was so cool to come down and check out all the boats. Mainly mine. This Smile will be coming with me all the way back to Oz. The boys have got about a week or so left, a couple little tidy ups, and then it's straight on the ship, straight to Brisbane Marine, guys, where we're going to fit the motor up, sort out all the electronics. We've got a couple of other little things that I won't let out of the bag just yet that are going to go on, so we'll see you at Brisbane Marine. All right, guys, so we were over in New Zealand. We've got Mr. Offshore here. He hasn't seen the boat at all.
I'm excited. So I didn't get to see it in New Zealand. This is the first time for me.
So look, guys, basically where we're at now is that there might be a little bit of fit outs being done. Obviously, it all got made pretty for the show, and then the electronics came out, the motor come off, the boat got put in a cradle and got shipped over. It's been at Performance Plate. It's got the new trailer done, which I haven't seen. I dropped some wheels and tyres off. That's all I've done. So
You stop talking.
keen to see the trailer and find out where the boys are at. I don't think the motor gets hung until next week. So the motor's not here yet, but we'll just go have a little sticky beak, eh?
Just go see my boat. Haven't seen this yet. Holy.
Geez, she's a big trailer.
It's a massive trailer. Looks tough. I'm gonna get in this thing. Oh.
Right, we're on. It's good to be back. It's been a couple of months. There is shit everywhere at the moment, but the big fella's first time on the boat.
Yes, I can see it already. Oh.
So right now they've got a fair bit of the wiring done. We've got two 1 kilowatt transducers that are in. The Seakeeper rides are installed on the back. They're still doing the wiring for the house batteries, the fridges, all the underwater lights are on, the antennas are on, the GME, the sound system, the wet sound system's all fully installed.
Is that the size of the sounder going to be?
Yeah, 19-inch Simrad sounder going in. So that's the last thing to go in. They use this just to wire everything up. Sounder goes on, motor next Tuesday, and we're gravy, baby.
This dash is absolutely awesome. Like, imagine the stuff we're going to be able to sit up there, and it's actually got like edges so we can.
And how's the windscreen?
Oh,
how's the visibility when you're cruising?
This looks so good, and the beer holders. Not used to this luxury.
Can't wait to show you this thing, guys. It's psycho.
Well, we have a trip coming up.
We have a big trip coming up. Biggest trip we've done on a boat by far. Long story short, because we won't let too much out of the bag, we're going to be living off this at least 2 weeks on the boat.
Yeah.
Minimum. We're punching north, guys, so it's going to be pretty wild. Let us know in the comments if you're keen to see a full planning episode, where we're going, how we're going to do it, what we're going to put on the boat, what gear we're taking, what rods we're taking, what tackle, how we managed to live on a boat for 2 to 3 weeks of this size. So Whole new venture, eh?
Mate, it's going to be a trip of a lifetime. It's one of those ones that you talk about with your mates and you're like, one day we'll do this, one day we'll do this. So this is it, we're doing it.
It's happening this year.
And in style.
5 of me best mates, 2 boats. It is that once in a lifetime trip, so she's all coming together.
We could have stayed there all day just playing with things.
Yeah, had to drag us out of there pretty much. We both actually got to go to work.
Yeah.
What do you think, mate?
Mate, I'm so excited. There's so many little creature comforts in that thing. I'm not going to be used to it. Yeah, I'm blown away. It's absolutely awesome. I can't wait for our trip.
The team at Offshore Boats build a psycho boat. The finish on this thing is absolutely incredible. We will have an open day here at Brisbane Marine where we'll park the boat out front and come down, have a beer with us.
Yep, have a look at the
boat. Walk
boat.
through the boat, say good day. Just to, 1, show it off for offshore. 2, you guys can come down and check it out for yourself. It's a boat that you need to see in person. It is probably one of, if not the best, finished plate boats I've seen banging around. We need to test it.
I know. Can't wait to put our little touches. I can't wait to fit the thing out. I'm just as excited about the trip as I am to like pack for the trip.
Yeah, we're gonna have rods everywhere, a little home for absolutely everything. God, I hope it's ready next week. Can't wait to show you what motor's going on too. We got really carried away. Troy, Brisbane Marine, legend, the Mercury man. It will not disappoint. She's going to be a quick boat.
It won't disappoint, that's for sure.
I'm also keen to see how the Seakeeper rides go. Look, we need to see how this thing rides in big, basically Fraser chop.
Yeah.
Which it put any boat to the test.
We need to test this thing. We need to do some long punches. We need to check the fuel economy. We need to load it up.
All right, we'll be back next week when we hang the motor and most of the electronics, if not all of them, should be done, which means next weekend, we just might be putting it in the drink. Ah! Well, it's been a minute, but we're getting there. Final piece of the puzzle is all coming together. We got the 400 Merc going on the back. We told you we had something large coming. We were originally running a 300 Pro XS. We went up to a 300 Verado for the extra features, and we've gone and got even more carried away since it's sat in the shed for a minute and we had time to think, so here we go. All right guys, today is Monday. Thursday, we've locked in for the water test. The team have been hard at it, and well, have a look at this. The big 400, absolute dream come true. We were meant to have a 300 Pro XS. We went up to the 300 Verado for the extra features, the electric steer. You can have the exhaust on, exhaust off. They run slightly different rev ranges, a little bit more efficient, and somehow we kept going, and Troy and myself ended up at the 400, and it looks huge. Absolute monster. Can't wait for the water test Thursday. The boys have got about another 2 days of work on it. Little toilet to go up front, a little bit of extra wiring, and she's very close. Let's go. And you're not coming on this boat ever.
I'm gonna steal it.
All right guys, check it out. The first time I got to tow the trailer. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the boat on it, but absolute weapon of a trailer. The guys at Performance Plate have gone above and beyond for us. This is what will probably come standard under all of the offshore boats. If you go and order one through Troy at Brisbane Marine there, this is the level and spec of trailer. You don't need to go as big. I went a little bit carried away. We've gone the ROH wheels, and we went 265, 75, 16, BF Goodrich. We went the KO2s. I've had it on a couple of my other boat trailers. It does make the trailer slightly higher, which can be a little bit of a hindrance when you're wanting to launch, to be quite honest, but it looks cool as shit. That's one reason. The other reason, guys, is it does give me heaps of clearance for any of the off-road tracks we're on, and we will be towing this up Fraser Island. So when you're taking it up the beach, you really need to get it up out of the way when you're going through the washouts. When you're in that soft sand, you don't want the underneath of the trailer ending up completely bogged. But the boys have done a stellar job. Nice little cradle at the rear here. It's all skid, so we should slide on and off without too many dramas. We've got the big extended drawbar running along the front. So that's going to be bloody cool. When we're at full extension, we'll be able to drop it in the salt water at Fraser without getting the vehicle too wet. We've got a nice set of stairs coming up the top, guys. We got the boat catch on there. It's a no-brainer. If anyone's used a boat catch, just straight on, bang, click, and you can get out of the salt, get out of the way, worry about your winch and chains and all that later. And then we've also snuck a couple of stone guards on the front there, which will just give us a heap of protection. Speaking of protection, we've gone with a full floor at the front. So any of those stones that are coming up from the car, they're going to take the brunt on the stone guards. Anything coming up underneath is going to hit this, which means we should keep the bottom of the boat looking really nice. Now, after seeing it all come together, I love it, but there's a little bit too much alloy and I really want to break it up. I was very, very tempted to paint the whole trailer black. Now, that's very extreme, but I was chasing that sort of black grey combo. The Nardo grey boat with this light alloy colour just isn't exactly what I'm chasing. I want to break it up a little bit more. I know I'm being stupidly fussy. So we're down here at the team boat floor in Australia, guys. These guys have done our last 2 boats. They didn't get a chance to do this boat, given that we got everything done over in Kiwi land. But what we've done is we've come down here and the boys are going to do a bit of black sea deck on the guards, little strip along the extended drawbar there, and we're also going to put some on the step. Couple of reasons. One, I think it'll break the trailer up and make it look a little bit nicer. 2, we're not going to slip on top of the bloody alloy here when it's all wet and slippery, so that'll just make it a little bit easier to get on and off the boat when you're climbing up and down, and then of course on the steps up front. So we'll sneak in here, I'll give you a little look at what we're going to use. So guys, we're going to go with the black and the grey. It should look mint. The black will tie in with the stone mesh and also the black wheels, black rims. So we've dropped it off here. The boys are going to rip into it now. Absolute legends. Shout out to Lucas. He'll cut it all out. He reckons it's going to be done in an hour. So we're going to go to the coffee shop, come back, see how she looks. Oh my God, what a difference. Something so minor. A little bit of sea deck has completely transformed this trailer. The big difference will be when the boat's on. It just breaks it up. So this is what we ended up with. A couple of nice pads there to get up on top. We've got a few logos of legends that are helping us out. Bris Marine. This is all done by Boat Flooring Australia, guys, if you're thinking about getting your boat done. Or trailer, offshore boats, of course. We got the guards done, so it's nice non-slip. All the pads where you're gonna stand, we've just put the sea deck on. It really finishes it up, cleans it up, breaks the trailer up so there's not so much just alloy. But guys, if you're looking at doing a boat, you got an old boat, you want to give it a refresh, you got a trailer, you want to give it a freshen up, hit the team up here at Boat Flooring Australia. They do an epic job. Literally 2 hours, in, out, done, dusted. So shout out to the team. So stoked. Now let's race back, because there is this much of a chance that if we get back there in time, we'll be able to put the boat on and hopefully go for a water test. If not, it'll be tomorrow morning, but we're gonna do our best. Let's go. All right, we made it back. Look what the cat dragged in. He wasn't missing the bloody
First voyage.
the first voyage.
Wasn't missing the first voyage.
Hell no. So time to put the big girl back on. Yeah, let's go.
Is there any bait with that, or is it just all motor?
Oh motor. Holy. The motor on this is bigger than me whole tinny.
Bolted the boat to the motor.
This
Bit of white water out.
has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
We have been
a little bit
dreaming of this day, and it's just been a process. When you're building something of this level, it takes time and you have to be patient, and I'm not patient by any means. First time, we'll see it going in the drink. You're kidding.
Matty's first turn behind the wheel.
Beauty! Well. That is impressive.
No, honestly, that, like, coming out of my boat, which is a similar size glass boat, heavy as anything,
yeah,
that is like a Ferrari.
So stoked.
Blown away with how good that just rode. Like, we had some decent chop there, like.
Yeah, and there's no Seakeeper rides. It just sits,
it was good
nose
without
down.
it, but it was sensational with them.
Yeah. The turning, we come into the harbour, bank down there, 40 knots, no dramas. It runs at 46 knots in a bit of choppy water. So, and you'd easily get 50 out of it.
Like 3/4 of a metre a chop,
yeah.
46 knots.
If we change the prop, it'd definitely be a 50 knot boat, but we're gonna run quite heavy, so that's the go, because you're just up on the plane instantly. She's a monster. So the responsiveness of this thing is psycho. Just butt straight on the plane, Seakeeper rides kick in, noses in. We had 5 people in that boat just then, and there was so much room. I'm so stoked with the layout. You guys haven't seen the full layout. You would have seen snippets there, but full boat walk around where we run through absolutely everything will be coming up. So you've seen a lot, you've seen snippets, but we're gonna give you a full walkthrough. There's some stuff in this boat that you have not seen yet. Can't wait to run you through the whole lot. Can't wait to show you the tower. I've built canvas that will fully enclose the whole boat. All of these little things, bunk beds that come out under the gunnels, all of this stuff will be coming very shortly. So just a couple of quick shout outs. Jonathan over in New Zealand Offshore Boats, he's gone above and beyond. The finish on this boat is crazy. Troy at Brisbane Marine, absolute legend. They've done heaps of the fit out. Mercury for coming to the party and being able to get us a 400 on such short notice. Seakeeper rides. Performance plate for building the trailer. So many people to thank for this build. It's been an absolute monster. Stay tuned next week and we'll give you the full walkthrough on the new Explorer offshore boat. By the way, we need to name it. Let us know in the comments. What should we name it? Let's go.